Video number 1. So we're going to be getting to work on Wren's bike. I'm just waiting for Emily to be ready, and then as with all bikes that turn up at the works, especially ones like this, the first thing it needs is a good bath. So we're going to get out there, get it washed up, we'll come back in, and then we're going to go all around the bike and work out exactly what we're going to be ordering, what we're going to be working on, and what needs fixing.
So he's ready
Shop
with
beer.
a shop beer and a notepad.
Well,
Okay.
we have wreckitwren's 500 bullet. Now, her description was just that it was not very easy to start, and believed to be issues in the carburetor. It's been stood for so long.
Yeah.
And probably janky fuel in the tank. So, job number 1 is going to be drain that tank and pull that carburetor off, I think. Do you agree?
I'm happy to follow your lead.
I'm sure you are.
I just like a list and then I know what is coming up.
So fuel tank drain, we're going to want a filter. Been washing this bike and grease off my hands. It's all over my pad. Filter.
All in your nice hoodie as well.
Oh yeah, what about that? Carb strip. Clean. It has been leaking oil while it's been here.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
We're not 100% sure where that's coming from yet though. We've got 2 locations that we think.
We're definitely sump plug. And it looked to me like, you have a look in here, where you were cleaning.
In here where I was cleaning, hang on.
Right down in there, behind the chain, there's the output from the gearbox. I think the output seal is leaking.
Right.
So, we've got gearbox output seal.
I feel like we're getting good at these diagnostic videos. This is the second one in like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah. With a bit more of a check, but I'm thinking chain and sprockets.
Yeah. And then we've got some investigating to do, haven't we, with regard to the ignition, because the key's bent.
Yeah.
Because Wren told us that when she was riding, she'd put this on at hand tight. Then as she was riding, discovered hand tight wasn't tight enough and it had come off. A garage kindly helped her put it back on, but she thinks that she lost some spaces in the process because it's quite close to the bike. So where the key then fits in,
Yep.
the key has then been bent to be able to be twisted to turn the bike on. So yeah, we've got some investigating there to do.
Respace that out, get that sorted. I'll check, but I'm going to get the impression it's probably going to be a new battery.
Yeah.
She said it was a pain to start even before
Yeah.
these issues. I noticed it's got electronic ignition on it. It's not running points anymore, but it's running a Boyer Mark IV, which we'll get into the details of, but there's a reason why they're a nightmare for kickstart bikes. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay. We're going to get some new indicators, aren't we? Because we've got a sad dangly one through there, if people can see.
Yep.
He's just lounging about, dangling there, because Wren used him as a footrest and it was a bit brittle and then fell off.
Yep.
But yeah, so we're going to get some replacements.
We're going to do fork oil anyway, part of the course, because unknown when it was done.
Yeah, and we'll have a look as well at cleaning the wheels up because they're quite a bit pitted. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that because there's a lot of spokes happening there, but we'll have a look.
We'll do a brake shoe inspection because we're going to have the wheel out.
Yeah.
Anyway. And I have just noticed, looking, I think we've got a leaky oil fork seal on this side.
Fork seal? Oh yeah, this marking's here.
Yeah, so we'll
spotted.
check the forks and see.
Okay.
Possibly seals. It's got a weeping head gasket, which is pretty common. So we will potentially do that. That's a conversation with Wren, see if she wants it done. We know the handlebars are bent.
Yes.
You want to go up to there?
I do, but I'm not very... Oh, there you go. Use my joystick. Yes, so we need to look at the handlebars. And we've also been told that it's quite difficult to find, but we are looking to get these matched up. So we're looking for a replacement.
Yeah, they didn't make them for very long.
Or a set of these if we can get them. So we'll do our best. We've also only got one mirror, so we need to look at what's happening there.
So levers, mirrors. It's running. It's not running H4. I don't know if she's doing nighttime ride. No, Alaska could do a H4 conversion.
And then there's a piece missing here, isn't there, that should be mentioned? That
Yeah,
we look at this bit of gap.
Oh, there.
Here,
Yeah. So the intake rubber we need. Rubber, and it'll be a new air filter. And then there's the seal on the airbox.
Seal on the airbox, yeah. And she also mentioned that the foot pegs were bent on one side.
This side, yeah.
Yeah.
Bent footrest.
We're going to look at that. And then a lot of cleaning up. I don't know whether we can get some of these marks out. We'll have a go.
Yeah, we'll do something with the exhaust as well.
What about shock absorber things?
I mean, they look pretty tight, but they don't seem to be leaking. It's hard to test them as well because the seat is so...
Springy seat going on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's in an odd situation, she's got the shock absorbers right on the softest setting as well as these. So that's something we could potentially sort out. I think I'll do something with this bracket.
Yeah.
That's not the happiest. And then let's see what she said about the tail light, because this is all...
You said it was held on by some tape?
Yeah. It's cracked at the back as well. So possibly tail light.
I mean, he is a very beautiful bike, but he is looking a bit sad.
Yeah. So,
Another life, but yeah.
I think we have a list.
The list.
The next step, I think, yeah, we'll split it up in jobs. I'm not just going to tear this one apart like we did Tom's, I don't think.
Divide the jobs up.
I'd like to do the carb and all that. We'll drain the oil and do a refill and then see if we can just get it running reasonably as it is, and then we'll start on the rest of the list.
I think what we've discussed is putting a pin in the Honda at the minute, now that we've got 2 Enfields, and we'll run the 2 Enfields and get them to a point of nearly finished.
Yep.
Not mixing up the parts for them, given that there's now 2 similar ones.
Yep.
But yeah, run the 2 Enfields with a mix of a few of the days out and stuff. We've got a possible camping trip coming up if the weather is dry. I'm not going if it's raining.
Oh, why not?
I don't like the rain.
You like camping in the rain? It's nice.
Yeah, so we'll give that a go. Yeah,
but yeah,
exciting.
This could be a barrel of fun, I think.
It'd be interesting to see the differences between the 500 and the 350 Bullet, given that they're roughly, they sound like the same bike, but
yeah, everybody says that the 350 is the better bike. They say it's more refined, and for what you gain out the 500, you lose in the refinement apparently, but we'll find out.
We will.
We could even do a back-to-back road test, couldn't we? Get on the road together. Yeah.
Okay. So you want some sockets?
There's only 2 on this.
Instead of 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 5/8. Try it. Next size up, what's that? 9/16.
11/16.
11/16. No, he's snug. No. Next.
Next one up.
This is where we can find out the metric.
Okay.
Yep, the metric. Which means it's going to be 17? 19. That's 17.
You want 19?
Yeah, and then you have all of these ones. Oh no, 18?
God, the one in the middle. Why did you have to jump and miss one?
See this?
Splodging.
This is on my floor.
Bubba weed.
So there's a couple of things going on here, isn't there? So this has had a service. That's what they said, wasn't it? They did an oil change.
Yes. They did say that it was overfilled.
It was overfilled, and I don't think the washers have been replaced, which is why it's leaking. So this main leak here is from the sump plug.
From the sump plug, right.
So what do we not do?
What do you mean, what do we not do?
We don't drop.
The thing in the goop.
Yeah.
Do you want, have you got some tissue or something? Do you want something to put that on?
Not really, it's all over the floor. I'd like some for my hands though, that'd be nice. Thank you.
It's okay, hang on. Have you got anything in the ultrasonic cleaner at the minute? Or is it just running empty?
It's warming up.
It's warming up.
It has a heater in it.
Heater in it. We'll have to put the garden furniture back in there.
Not in the ultrasonic cleaner.
Not in the ultrasonic cleaner, but it is taking up a bit of our space just here because the weather's a bit unpredictable and the workshop's closer to where the
where it lives.
Where it lives in the garden.
Okay. It's very clean oil, hence why I'm using this very clean bottle.
Yes.
So I've just cut the back out. There's another screen filter. That is very clean oil. So I think ultimately we will do an oil change with fresh oil. But in order to get this back up and running and do some checks, we'll stick this oil back in because it's very clean. And we've got it into a very clean container. So while that's draining,
yep,
I guess we could take the carburetor off, couldn't we?
Yes, that sounds like fun.
Because I don't think he's very happy, and I'm not even going to attempt, given how badly they said it was running, how smoky it was, which might be the nature of being well overfilled. But I'm thinking we're going to pull that carb off and clean it anyway if it's been stood for that length of time.
Okay.
So we have a single fuel feed here,
And then let me come in.
which has no clips on it.
Okay.
So we'll get him off, and then that's the spill overflow. One Jubilee clip, and the screw top for the throttle cable.
Cool.
It's a tool everybody should have in their garage.
What that is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a trim fork. So it's designed for doing them furry things that we use in the van for putting trim on.
Them in then. Oh yeah.
But it's very blunt on the edges, so it doesn't dig into stuff. But it's quite handy for getting fuel pipes off. What?
You're really impressed with yourself.
That's good, isn't it?
Joe's hack of the week.
There's a screwdriver with you.
Oh, did I use it to open the paint pot?
Did you use it to open the paint pot, Emily?
I don't know. I thought I put them back. I'll have to have a look in the potting shed if it doesn't. Oh, is that it? No.
No, it's an orange one. On this side. Ha. Also, we need to have a look on Hitchcock, please don't forget the replacement rubber for there.
You mean that the air or whatever comes out of there isn't supposed to just know that it's got to jump into this box?
Yeah. I mean, it might do. Right, so he's undone. Oh, that's easy.
That language tells me it's not supposed to be. That's going to fall.
They've been getting me these scales for the last week. In different ways. Not talking to them. Okay. So, undo him. It's a very well built carp. It feels solid. Okay. There he is.
Oh.
There's that. It's very fuely in there.
I don't know what I was expecting to come out of that, but it wasn't that.
What? That pointy thing? Put him on the bench. It's quite different to the one off the 350. Okay. So, just a bit of a carb at the top. Tension plate. The slide, which you can see has got a very greeny tinge to it. What we haven't done yet, which we should do.
Feels like ages since we've done something like this. Like, had it actually out on the bench and...
Done some actual doing.
Yeah.
Is it a lockable cap? It doesn't look like it. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do? Taking fuel out the bike?
No. Well, there's no fuel in there.
No fuel in the bike?
No fuel in that tank, I don't think.
Okay.
And, which means whatever's in there probably isn't pretty. Are we starting to rust up? There's some in there actually. Not a great deal, but there is surface rust.
Bring it a bit more over. Oh yeah, I can see that. I don't know if other people can see that.
Come down to here. See if I can get this to...